Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Anthony Admiral Nelson needs to apologize to every Barbadian living in the United States of America. He needs to apologize to Barbadians. He needs to apologize to Tiffany. He needs to do it publicly. He needs to apologize. He cannot go on without an apology. We will not have you go on, Anthony, without a formal public apology. We live here in the United States, and we are very timid sometimes moving around because you never know who's out to get you. Okay, you never know. We're 12%. Minority. 12%. We're not running things, okay? We may have jobs, may get paid well, but we are just good workers. You know, our men, black men, are seen as predators, apex predators. And for you to come to the United States and create like a terrorist plan, because what you did, I don't think you understand what you've done, Anthony. You don't seem to have the cells that should be in your brain to understand exactly what you did. But it's like getting on a plane and saying, oh, I have a B, B. It's like, going into a bank and saying, put your hands. I mean, you don't joke. You don't joke about things like that. If you're saying those things, people are going to take you seriously, and people in Barbados took you seriously, and they applauded you for hurting a white woman in front of a small child, her small child. I want the judge in this matter to know that. I want Yara to know that, the Miami-Dade judge who is going to preside on your case. I'm penning a letter as I speak. I want her to know that your comrades in Barbados were happy to know you did that to a mom in front of her child, and it took a woman, your woman, to pull you off. No men. It seems as though you cannot fight men. Okay, it's obvious you cannot fight men. So it took a woman to pull you off, and even in her doing that, you claimed she hurt her hand. Okay, Anthony? Now, when you look at the report coming out from Miami, there was no hate crime. There was no hate crime. It's something that Trump tried to do. Not tried. Yeah, he did. He did. It happened. And we got a little afraid, Anthony, living here in America. You're afraid. You're timid. Gingerly. You move around gingerly, Anthony Nelson. And for you to come and tell a lie, you need to apologize. You need to apologize to the diaspora, that's what they call. You need to apologize to all of us who live here in America. You need to apologize to Barbadians, because they've seen your underbelly, and they've seen the way you're thinking. They've seen it. You've shown the underbelly of your nation. They love the fact that you told them, oh, I hit her in her face and they had to come untangle me. They loved it. You know how many movies I've watched where a white woman slaps a white man and he tits it? He tits it. His man tits it. And then you've watched movies, and I've watched movies where a black man slaps a black woman before she could even bring her hand back. She's on the floor. They say it's played out in movies. What you did was you're telling them, yes, what you think about us is true. It's true. We like doing stuff like that. And you need to apologize, Anthony. You go on to work. You show up to work like normal. They haven't asked you to issue an apology to all women all over the world. They haven't asked you to do that. You just go back to work like nothing. She's got to know. She's got to know. She's going to know from me. I don't play. She's going to know from me. Okay? So let's talk about the report. And we all know that if your house burns down, they're gonna ask you when you go to the insurance company, you need a police report. If someone pulls your bag and steals your ID and you go to, get your ID from the officials, they're gonna say, well, you need a police report. Police reports are important. They're not nothing that is shabby that you could just like say, they're important. Okay? So there's a police report here. A police report. And it talks about domestic abuse. Boyfriend and girlfriend in a relationship of 2 years. Okay? They talk about that. And they talk about you spitting in her face and punching her in her ribs. Yes, the police report talks about that. Okay? It talks about that. About you punching her in her ribs and spitting in her face. So when you try to bring a hate crime, play a hate crime story, a hate crime scenario in the mix, you need to apologize, Anthony. You need to apologize. That misogyny has got to stay keep it in Barbados. Keep that in Barbados where they love it. They love it. They love you. Keep that in Barbados. You need to apologize to every black woman living in America. And if your mom is alive, you need to apologize to your mother. If you have sisters, you need to apologize, Anthony. You need to apologize for dropping that BOM here in America. You need to apologize for creating a terrorist scenario here in America. You need to have your passport, your visa, your privileges revoked. You are no longer welcome here, Anthony. You're not welcome because when things go south, you're going to tell a lie. You're not man enough to tell the truth. You're not man enough to speak the truth. Speak truth to power. And the story you told, that's what got me. The story you told was worse than what really happened. Who does that? Who tries to get themselves out of a situation by digging a deeper hole? People in relationships have conflict, they have problems, you argue, you kiss and make up. It's known. So for you to create a situation that was even worse than what happened, you need to do something about that, Anthony. You need to do something about yourself. Your employer needs to make sure that you write out a formal apology and say on the radio. You're on the radio. You need to say that apology on the radio. You need to apologize to every African American in America. You need to apologize. I'm not letting it go. I am not letting it go. The judge, she's going to hear from me. I'm going to write her a letter letting her know. I'm going to let her know that when you were in Miami and having a little argument with your girlfriend, you decided to tell a big lie and incite racial tension. A hate crime is federally policed. It's something that is serious. So we are going to keep on talking about this. I haven't forgotten. I'm not going to forget when I hear that your employer has some morals, when they get some decency and have you apologize or say, nah, we cannot have you on the air until you apologize, Anthony. We would love to have you here and behind the scenes when we are in the dugout and when we are in the bathroom. We like the story. We actually like that story. We know they like the story. We know they like what you said. You said it because you know you had an audience in Barbados, but you need to apologize. It's a hate crime here in America. That's a hate crime that you formulated the lie around. It's a hate crime, and it's a serious thing for us here in America. We don't feel safe, and you made us even more unsafe. You made us feel as though now we have a target on our backs. You need to apologize. Your visa needs to be revoked. Your visa needs to be revoked. You should not come back here ever. Don't ever set foot back in the United States until you apologize to us. All the money, all the effort, everything we have done to build ourselves up and send money to Barbados, do everything we've done. You come up here and make a lie that is protected by the federal government because they know how important it is, how serious it is. You come up here and you create a lie because you cannot let someone know, yeah, me and Tiffany had a little argument, and yeah, maybe it got a little rough, but yeah, we're gonna make up, we're gonna kiss and make up. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. That is beneath you. How odd. How odd. Because what you did was so much worse. What you did was so much worse. Something is wrong. Something is not only wrong with your story, it's wrong with the people who believed it. It's wrong with everyone who believed it, because they should know that that is a federal crime in the United States, and no white woman is going to say, oh, you black people come up here and try to run. We're not running things up here. We're not running things up here. We are minority. 12%. Minority. Okay? We're not running things. You go and check the prisons, Anthony. Check our prisons, Anthony. No, we're not running nothing up here. Okay? You need to apologize. You need to apologize. This is Sherry Veronica.